And we welcome you one and all back to the first listens. And Adra coming in with Cryptic Slaughter. Now that's old school. That's before my time. I think we're doing the song Hypocrite today, and it is from the Convicted record 1986. I'm already breathing heavy, can you tell? Yeah, Hypocrite. It is from that record, yes, indeed. We're going to learn about Cryptic Slaughter a little bit before my time. I think Cryptic Slaughter, I think Poison Idea, I think about these picking up dirty punk rock records and hardcore, punky, crossover, thrashy stuff. Just a slightly before my time. I already feel like I'm already changing shades in this thing. Let's get into it. Learn about him for our friend. Here we go. Cryptic Slaughter. They got 13,700 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams for Cryptic Slaughter. Of course, what was his face? I think he used to be in the band. He was in Rob Zombie for a long time, and he was in Ozzy for a long time. The bass player guy. I think he was in this band. 5 jams, Low Life. I think we've done that. 1.6 million plays in the second slot. Money Talks, 621,000 plays. MAD, acronym M.A.D. 417,000 plays. Sudden Death, 251,000 plays. And in the fifth slot, 4 out of 5 of those come from the record we're doing here today, Nuclear Future. And if we were to go down the top 10, Hypocrite would not be in that top 10 of their songs, but that's okay, because I go down to top whatever. I like to go to the bottom. I can shake it to the floor and bring it back up, take it back down if I want to. Look into albums and see what these guys put out. It's that classic thing, right? Cryptic Slaughter is one of those bands. When I hear the name, I put them in there with Coroner. I put them over there with bands that I was well aware of, but not knowing much about. You have the album here that we're doing, 1985's Convicted. Then Money Talks comes out in 1986. Then 1988, Stream of Consciousness. How about that stream of consciousness growing higher and finer every damn day? Speak Your Peace, 1990, and then that's it. And then do they have something 2003? Spreading the Hate. Well, don't do that. It's a 6-song, 11 minutes. 6 songs and 11 minutes long. But that's not the same band. It says Hatred there. Why is that on there? Is this some kind of connected? Get in the comments and explain that to me. We'll look into the related artists for this band. I'll give you an idea. Another band that I did listen to that I would say is kind of mixed to this, and perhaps they'll be listed here, even though I don't know that, is The Accused. That was one band that I'm kind of in that gritty, grungy, hardcore-ish, punky, thrash, crossover-y, grit that I was into, and I changed to shade. You got Crumbsuckers, DRI, Evil Army, The Accused, right there. Dr. No, another band name that I'd heard. Uncle Slam, we've done Uncle Slam on the channel. Ludachrist, yes, we've done them. Excel, yes. Verbal Abuse, Wehrmacht, Attitude Adjustment, Razor, Canadian thrash metal band there. Look into the bio. There is no image of the band. I'll hunt down an image. It'll be of them, and they'll be skating down a pipe or standing against a fence or something. It'll probably be black and white, and they'll be saying, "Shane, how you doing, man? You're a pretty chill, cool dude hitting this old classics." I'd say, thanks a lot, guys. Let's get into it now. The original speedcore merchants. Cryptic Slaughter dealt a West Coast hand in the late 80s crossover movement, a movement that saw the normally warring armies of punk rock and thrash metal finally come together into a unified front bent on exposing social injustice and political hypocrisy, powered by a previously unimagined sense of informed aggression. Cryptic Slaughter's uncompromising political stance and lightning fast tempos ultimately proved too harsh for the mainstream taste. I mean, that's the wondrous thing about the ascension of this beautiful planet that's going on right now. People waking up to the idea that anger and judgment and fear no longer serves them. They don't want to live in a world like that anymore, and they want to come together and be as one. Is the thing that I love about that is it's actually happening now. But all the old punk and hardcore bands and metal bands and all of that, they were always singing about the system and society and down with it, man, and it's lies and it's all got, They were always doing it. The hardcore guys were always saying, in here, this is where you find freedom, is inside, in here. But we're just all starting to wake up to it now and go, oh, wait a minute, all that meditating and the chakras and inside and the heart and the mind being connected and you can heal yourself with, we're learning all of that. Sometimes when science opens a door, they can't shut it, and then things start to connect together, and then old ways of doing things completely fall apart. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's find Hypocrite. And they're going to be wailing about it. They're going to be telling you about all these hypocrites. And let's not talk, I'm talking about the entire story, right? Well, this ain't about this side, this church, that church, this political thing or that political thing. No, I'm talking about the whole thing. Everything your eyes witness is horseshit. Everything that is taught, told, lie. That's what I'm talking about. So when they say hypocrite, they mean the whole damn thing. Let's do it here. This is the Titty Titty Boom Boom takes us into Hypocrite from the fine Cryptic Slaughter. Let's do it now. I hope I got that. That was very low in this ear. There it is. Yeah. Furious. One take in the studio as a band. Almost got on time there for a minute. What was that guy's name? Blasco. That's his name. I think he's in this band. No. Definitely got to read the words. Pretty technical bass playing there for considering. There it is. Come on. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it is. It's the crust. It's the garaginess of it all. I mean, for the name, it's definitely a lot more technical. Sloppy, choppy, technical. You could almost put this over in the grind. Right? could almost put, if the guitars were heavier, you could almost put it over in the grind with Napalm Death and stuff. Just fast and furious. It's meant to be, yeah, we did the whole album in one take. But hey, if you're good, you can do that kind of stuff. I don't like to tootle my own horn, but a lot of the drum bits that I would do on my old bands, 1 or 2 takes, mostly 1 take. I went in and I did the drums. I'll tell you, this will be fun for you. It's not the same Left 4 Dead, but it was a band called Left 4 Dead, and I went in and cut all the drums to their album. 1 take, every one of them. And the album's called It Begins. So if you're deep into this channel, maybe you'll see this. Just Left 4 Dead, It Begins. You can find it on the streaming because I put the record out. But they needed a drummer. I came in, whip, whop, bang. So I was pretty good at that back in the day. Anyways, it's not the same kind of music that you want to fit into a Cryptic Slaughter. I'll tell you that right now. It's kind of a doo-woppy horror rock, quite frankly. But anyways, I mean, that was just fast and ferocious and furious. And you get in there and you rip it out and you have a statement that you're making in those lyrics. And I'm sure that it was very eloquent what he was saying, even in the grit and the growl. Sometimes, you know, it's like Bonnie Greenway says. He says, absolutely disgusting fucking music to make your brains rattle. You know, but with a heart of gold, basically, you know, talking about humanity and how the old ways just ain't working no more for anybody, right? What say you? Most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments below and tell me exactly what you think of Cryptic Slaughter. This is it, baby. This is your moment. This is your time to get down there and set me straight on everything that I've done wrong here. Everything that I've done wrong. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I am a huge fan of Cryptic Slaughter. Now, I see in your eyes you don't really know what's going on, Shane. So I'm going to help you out, and I'm going to give you a full biography about this band. I'll tell you my favorite songs, my favorite albums, tell you some fun factoids and fun stories about the band, give you a bit more insight, because, you know, you don't know really a lot about them. And I don't need to, you know, make you feel any kind of a sort of a way about it. I'll just help you out on your journey to learn more. You and Adria learn more about Cryptic Slaughter. Adria may know a lot about it, but you don't, so I'm here to help. And Adria's here to help too. All-time favorite album songs, you see them live, all that stuff. Am I right about that, bass player? What do you say, not good, not great? Shane, that was absolute gritty garbage in my ears. That sounded absolutely repulsive to me. Me and my family sat here and we're trying to eat our McDaniel's dinners, what we went and got. And we come back to the table and I says, well, we'll watch a couple of episodes of Shane's videos. And we happened to pick this son of a gun, and that sounded like damn garbage to me, and I don't ever want to hear it again. Now I'm going to continue to watch your channel. Love it deeply. Very emotionally attached to your channel. I love it so much. But this I shall not and will not ever listen to again. Don't need to never listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you got a request, want to see it on the channel, well, Hot Potato Sister, get on it. I'm here. I'm here every single day. I'm here when you're having the worst day of your life. You say, this is the worst day? You come and look in my eyes. Because I'm going to tell you, you got nothing but glorious days ahead of you. But you got to fight through those hard days. And you got to stand strong. You got to stand with conviction and love and unconditional love. You say, Shane, even for them? You say, yes, even for them. You cannot fix any kind of a system without unconditional love. Someone has to be the bigger person and say, I shan't stop with the judgment and the anger and the fear. And that will be you. Because you, why? You know it. Sing it if you know it to me. Because I am you and you are me. And we are good human beings. Getting on out of here. Getting on out. You know, drop it down in the comments and tell me what you think of Cryptic Slaughter. Adria, my sweet, sweet friend, always great. More from you. Thumbs, and we go. Cryptic Slaughter. One more time to really get whoever's watching it right now is pissed off.